Hello everybody, my name is Lord UK. Welcome to the 1.0 release of Moon Sigil Atlas. I played this as a demo and had a great time of it, and the developers have sent me a key to check out the full version of the game, so we're going to hop into a new run. It did ask me if I wanted to import my data from the demo. I said no, I'm going to start from scratch. So Feldrin the Lost Chronicler, a collector of ancient lore who seeks to uncover the mysteries of destroyed Lunatari civilization. So we're just going to hit begin run here, and I will explain to you what makes this game so unique in the world of deck builders and roguelikes. We're going to just click through those and go to our first combat. So we are going to play cards to do damage to our enemy. Like, here's our draw pile, here's our discard pile. Yes, playing cards, I know. So we have this geometric shape above us. We can play as many cards as we like that we draw, so long as the geometry of the card that we're playing fits within the parameters of the level. So we can play this bolt, I can play it here, and that will do 4 damage. And then I can play this bolt and play it here. And because these shapes tessellate nicely, I can keep playing them. Now, Starfall, deal 4 damage 2 times. Well, that will fit if we rotate it in there. And then we can still fit this bolt in here. Ending the turn, you can't play any more cards. Press end turn, you'll draw 5 new cards. And so we do not have mana. We simply have an amount of retail space to play everything that we draw. Blocking damage. The enemy is attacking. Protect the moon by playing cards with shield runes. Runes apply 4 shield. This rune's region on play. So you can see the enemy region is the diamond there. We need to play our defensive ward so that the ward symbol is within that region. So they're doing 10 damage. We can play this here or there. Then we can play a second one and make sure that gets into here. Dissipate. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. Will that get me more chance to play this a second time? It will. And that one doesn't really matter because the symbol is not within the triangle, the diamond of our enemy's sphere of influence, but that's fine. Sorry, the door knocked, but we just drew a new hand, and they've got 12 HP left. We have enough damage to deal with that with our bolts. And now we pick a new card to permanently add to our deck. Echoing Blast. Turn start, deal 7 damage to all enemies, persist for 2. This sigil stays on your board for an additional X turns. Seems great. Charge. Temporarily gain 5 focus. Adjacent sigils, this, oh, so that's the symbol. This effect will be added to sigils that are played next to this one. All damage that way this card is increased by X. How many triangles could I get next to that, I wonder? Handful of gravel. Add 3 copies of gravel to your hand. They inherit this sigil's focus, if any. Deal 2 damage, exhaust this card. Give me the Echoing Blast. And then we have traditional Slay the Spire style map. Sigil Forging removal. Card pack. Sigil Forging shield rune. Then combat. Card removal. Combat. Let's go to the left. Rays of light illuminate the sky, echoes of a power long past. Harvest the light. Remove a tile from one of your cards. So, obviously our cards are made up of all of these individual segments. I think we just make Echoing Blast smaller. So, we obviously remove one of the sides rather than the centerpiece for this, and now it's just a little diddy guy. Just a small guy. Permanently remove a card from your deck. Offer a card. I think now that we have Echoing Blast, I think we can get rid of just a regular bolt. And then another round of combat. Twisted Archivist. 8 damage coming in. Quite a large area of influence for it. So, play that down. Remove a non-hostile sigil from the board. Remove that. Oh, I don't have another one to play. Okay, yeah, that's unideal. Sure. They will persist. Sigils normally expire after a turn, but they will stay longer. Deal 4 damage. Deal 4 damage. So we're going to take 4 here, because we could not defend enough. That damage is done to our health count in the center of our moon. He's doing 11. He's buffing itself. The enemy is planning to place a hostile sigil on our board. Apply force shield to this rune's region on play. Play, deal 2 times 4 damage. Let's put that up there. And then squeeze a ward in there. Can't fit another ward, unfortunately, so just a bolt. Ghost. Sigils with Ghost can have other sigils placed on top of them. Any covered tiles are removed from the board. Watch out, some hostile Ghost sigils may have negative effects when you overlap them with one of your sigils. Nullified Field. Hostile, Eternal Ghost. Overlapping a sigil, discard a card. Okay, 11 damage. Let's dissipate that, and then we can play this ward instead. Then we can play Echoing Blast somewhere out of the way. Before then, playing this ward, it's going to overlap, but we don't have anything to discard, so I don't mind. Get defended. 11 damage. 4, 8, 12. Good stuff. Choose a card. Corlim's Verse. Activate the turn start effects of all the non-hostile sigils in play. Recall. Move a card from your discard pile into your hand. Meteor Storm. Turn start, deal 2 damage to twice to all enemies. Turn start, temporary gain focus 2. Give me that guy. And then a Forbidden Artifact. Combat, Sigil Removal, Elite Combat. Sigil Forging, Healing. I think we could take a Forbidden Artifact and then an Elite Combat. Oh, we have to do this guy here first. Ravening Voidfang. Hatred, Hostile Ghost. Overlapping sigils apply 1 stack of strength to all enemies. This enemy is planning to place a hostile sigil on your board. That's a real unpleasant way to start. Right, can't fit this guy. And they fill up with a fresh round of Ghost. Delightful. Where can I fit you best? It's not great, but I can't fit anything else now. If I could make this guy even smaller, I'd be so happy about it. Let's remove you. And then we can get all 3 of these into the space that remains. $7 damage. All right. Twin Flare. Deal 4 damage twice, draw a card. I like drawing cards. Exhaust this card. Ancient Sigils temporarily become entirely shield rune. Adjacent, not ancient. Echoing Blast. Deal 7 damage to all enemies. Persist 2. I'm going to take Twin Flare, because in an ideal world, we'll be able to make stuff really small and then draw stuff and play stuff and draw stuff and play stuff. Our paths cross again, Frail One. Use this gift to destroy those who oppose us. Choose an artifact. Ancient Planisphere. Start each combat with 2 copies of Seek in your draw pile. Seek. Draw 2 cards. Play exhaust this card. Miri's Locket. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Void Leaf Tea. At the start of each combat, apply 8 shield to each enemy's region. 2 cards once or 2 copies of Seek. Give me the copies of Seek, I think. And then we must go to this elite combat. Let's hope we don't get completely crushed. Blueprint Sigils. You can use Blueprint Sigils to plan out your turn before you've placed anything. To place a Blueprint Sigil, use right-click instead of left-click. You can pick up a blueprint later with right-click, place it with left-click, or dismiss all blueprints with C. This enemy is planning to buff itself. Shackle. Persist. This card has no effect. So you're just taking up room of mine for a while then, I have to imagine. Alright, well, no point in playing Seek when there's no room for me to play anything else, because they're not ghosts. They're going to buff itself again. Oh dear. Right, let's start. Yeah. Then Meteor Storm. Dissipate the big guy. Yeah, bolt in. I don't think there's much reason to seek. I mean, Echoing Blast would be good right now, so perhaps we will. They're continuing to buff itself. I really hope that we can kill this guy before he tries to get an attack off. Let's tessellate those together. And we should do a decent amount of damage in our initial phase here. Oh yeah, look at that. Focus Strike. Deals 7 damage. If this sigil has focus, deals 7 additional damage. Stony Vault. Eternal. Play, exhaust this card. Turn start. Add a copy of Gravel to your hand. It inherits this sigil's focus, if any. Fortify. Apply 4 shield to this rune's region on play. Draw 2 cards. Play, exhaust this card. Eternal. Add a copy of Gravel to your hand. It inherits focus. Deal 2 damage. Exhaust. Turn start. I'll take Gravel every turn, thanks. Long Lost Jewel from the Crown of Creation, rippling with power. Oh. Acquire an Astral Gem. Card removal or shield forging. Let's remove a card. You can spend Astral Gems to increase the effectiveness of most upgrades and rewards. Astral Gems are difficult to earn, so use them wisely. I can remove, or I can remove 1, or I can remove 2. All of my other attacks are better than these bolts. So, shall we remove 2 bolts? We skip, we gain astral dust. The shattered fragments of an astral gem collect 3 to recombine them. Jeez. Off to combat again. There's our Seeks. Okay, multi-combat encounter. Shield applies to each individual attack. For instance, if an enemy attacks 3 times for 7, you can fully block that shield with 7. So, 3, 4, and a buff. So, you're going to get 4. You're going to get 4 fully blocked. You're going to get twinned. Oh, we have to decide who we're attacking now. Do we just want to get rid of the Void Ravager before they buff themselves up the wazoo? I mean, these guys are only small, though. Turn start deals 7 damage to all enemies. It's lovely. Let's Seek. If nothing else, it means we can keep moving through the deck faster. This guy's going to persist, so think carefully about where I want to put it. So we block all the damage. This guy's coming in for 9 now. Not bad at all. Let's Seek. Know what we're working with before we commit more stuff down. Let's go with a ward here, then dissipate the ward. Ward to replace it. I should have thought better about where I put the dissipate, shouldn't I? Never mind. I probably could have got that last card played if I'd have tried harder. But hey, everything is great. 7 damage and receiving 5 adds a copy of Enwebbed to your hand. Deal 8 damage. No worries. Accumulate. Turn start, infuse a card in your hand with focus 3. Fortify, apply 4 shield to this rune's region on play. Bulwark, exhaust this card, temporary become entirely shield. Give me accumulate. All that, yeah, because we got a few that do like X damage twice and so forth. Card pack or healing? 25. We are currently down 16. I think we can just take the card pack. Stars above are moving on their own accord, forming flickering patterns in the darkness. Random turn start or rapid fire attacks. I got a lot of turn start stuff going, so let's try some more of that. Choose a card to permanently add to your deck. Intensify. Turn start, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Turn start, temporarily gain 3 focus. Innovate. Exhaust this card, persist 2. Turn start, apply 2 stacks of exposed to the enemy with the most remaining health. Exposed. This enemy takes 1 more damage from direct attacks per stack, lasts for the entire encounter. We have a lot of AoE attacks. And another Echoing Blast. Let's take Intensify. And head to the Astral Titan. This enemy is planning to do something to the moon. Oh dear. Well, they're not attacking, so the wards are moot. This is going to stay on the board. So, let's take that spot. This can persist over here. Get a bolt in. I wish we could draw more right now, but alas, we cannot. There is no reason to play these, is there? The Moon of Ire and the Moon of Wrath. Ire. Hostile, eternal. Turn start, apply 1 stack of strength to the boss. On board, when the moon dies, deal 20 damage to the boss. Hostile, eternal. Apply 3 stacks of strength to the boss on turn start. On board, when the moon dies, deal 30 damage to the boss. Alright, so they want to go immediately. You're attacking for 15. Select an enemy. Then we're going to dissipate that guy. Put on a fresh ward. Get gravel in. Here. We can seek. Should have done that earlier, I will admit. 4 damage twice. And do we want to seek again? Neither of these cards will fit in our remaining area, so not going to. Oh my. Select a card to infuse with focus 3. Deal 7 damage twice. Deal 5 damage to all enemies. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Alright, that's gone. Enemy moon defeated. You can now play your sigils on this moon's tiles. A moon's heart has been added to your hand. Moon's heart. Play it, exhaust this, draw a card. Eternal. So we get 1 extra card every turn for that, which is pretty cool. Well, before we worry about that, what's going on over here? The enemy is planning to place a hostile sigil on your board 6 times. And this, Moonrend, take 12 damage if this sigil has not been covered up. Oh. Very unpleasant. Right, I'm going to start by trying to hypothesize about how we'll fill this with. I think that'll be fine. Deal damage. Right. Play, exhaust this card. Draw. I'm just going to use up all of this space. Moonquake. Turn end, take 4 damage if this sigil has not been covered up. Select a card to infuse with focus 3. Select a card to infuse with focus 3. Right, now we have all this space to work with as well. It's hard to even see what space over here is moons or not. Okay. Let's get that up there for this moon. Now that's just kind of our eternal stuff. This is just extra room for stuff. I would love to get some better defense going, but right now in this geometry, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Why can't... Oh, that's ours now, so that's safe. Yeah, the area of his defense is not over there. Alright, that's nice. Alright, this is gonna hurt. But I'm hoping we can do a lot of persistent damage right now. Focus 3. Right, what are you doing? Playing hostile sigils. So I just want to play as much stuff as I can right now. That's Echoing Blast. There's nowhere on the board I can fit that, clearly. I don't even need the defense. I hope we can do about 32 at the start of next turn. Focus 3. Stick it on the gravel. Yeah, we're good. Choose a card to permanently add to your deck. Paraceline. Infuse all your cards with Focus 5. Exhaust this card. Prepared. This card starts its combat in your hand. It's humongous. Stockpile. Exhaust a card in your hand. Play, exhaust this card. Turn start, add a copy of the card you exhausted to your hand. That sounds incredible. Deteriorate. Apply 1 stack of Growing Exposed. This enemy receives 1 exposed per stack at the end of its turn. The enemy takes 1 more damage from direct attacks per stack. I mean, this seems great, but we have to basically wait a whole turn to do much of anything else, except I think we can fit a lot of stuff in the gaps around it. Let's try it. New artifact. Shard of Amethyst. Whenever you completely fill the board, infuse all of your cards with Focus 1. Moonlight Quill. More uncommon and rare cards appear in rewards. Crimson File. Gain 15 max health. Unless we're going to full heal right now, 15 would be nice, but I don't think it's doing that. I really want Shard of Amethyst to work. I just don't know that we're going to fill our board that often. As much as I would love to. And we're already getting Focus 5 out at the beginning, so give me this. We'll see if we heal on our way down. You've slain the first of the Astral Titans. No small feat, but the remaining 2 are even more formidable. Slay the others, free me, and I'll return the universe to peace and righteousness at last. Okay, we do full heal. Rejoice, frail one, for few have made it to the molten crag. May you dream of fire and warm things. Alright, another Titan, huh? Card pack, combat, remove a tile. Card upgrade focus. Permanently remove a card from your deck. Upgrade focus. I definitely want to go to the sigil removal, I think. Permanently give focus to one of your cards. All damage dealt by this card increased by X. Let's start here. We'll start with a combat to try and use our humongous thing. What are you doing? Putting cards in somewhere? This enemy is planning to give you a card. Right, there's nowhere else we can put this but dead center. I wish I could dissipate it. That would be so good. Let's use one of the Seeks. Is it worth using another one? Twin Flame won't fit. Meteor Storm might fit. Yeah, it would. Twin Flame wouldn't. Echoing Blast would. I'm not going to use it yet. Fatigue. Choose a card for focus 3. Play, exhaust this card, Eternal Infernal. That shouldn't be a problem. 13 damage coming in. Or do I have to play them first? Before I can play anything else? Right, well those are there then. Not a bad one, I would say. We take 5. Choose a card to give focus 3. Twin Flame is just going to get humongous. Choose a card to permanently add to your deck. Find opening. Rune, apply 4 shield to this rune's region on play. Play, deal 7 times 2 damage to each enemy that is not attacking. That is a lot of defensive runes, for sure. Crescendo, deal 5 damage, infuse a card with multi-strike 1. Farsight, draw 3 cards. Oh. I'm going to do that. Give me the Farsight. Give me lots of tiny things. That's what I want. You sense fleeting power in the moon's light tonight. It won't last long. Permanently give focus 2 to a card in your deck. It's a shame we can't give this focus to make it focus 7, but it's increased the damage, not the effect. So 7 damage to all enemies, or 2 damage 2 times to all enemies. 4 damage 2 times to all enemies. 4 damage 2 times. Yeah, we'll do it here. Well, we can just double check that this indeed doesn't do anything. And the game even gives us a kind warning. Right, so we can either remove a whole card or remove a tile from one of our cards. I'm going to remove a tile, please. Making Meteor Storm a single piece seems like it's just really solid. Then some more combat, don't mind if I do. The enemy is planning to place a hostile sigil on your board. Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. Oromar's Lament. Turn start, infuse a card in your hand with this shape. Turn start, spread this sigil. What? Select a card to infuse with the shape from this sigil. This bolt. That's hilarious. I mean, I could just play it, but we're obviously not going to do that. I don't have the one that lets me remove something after I've played it, but maybe we can find it. There's Dissipate. That's what we were looking for. Right, how much more can we get done here? We can't fill the board, unfortunately. No, maybe we can. No, that one bears itself. Select a card to infuse with the shape of this sigil. You're not saying that I could do this. You are saying that I could do that. I lose my defense though, which is kind of a bummer. We don't have any draw, I think. Alright. Unfortunately, we get hit for 17 when he's only got 7 HP left, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, these things happen. Select a card to infuse with Focus 3. Get Crushed Mate. Twin Flare. Expose Weakness. Prepared. Can't do it because... I mean, I don't want to do it because we already have the other giant prepared thing we play. Moderation. Draw a card. Yeah. It's tiny. Heal 25. Remove a tile from a card. A more formidable enemy with a greater reward. Probably the left side. I think we'll get to the later heals, so remove a symbol again. Echoing Blast down to 1. I'd like to get Twin Flame down to only half of this shape, but it is what it is. So you can see we're colouring these pips at the top as we make stuff smaller, so we can't make stuff smaller forever and ever, I assume. More combat! Runeguard Resolute. 9 damage and casting 2 hostile sigils. Well, this is a pretty great opening hand, if I do say so. It's going to hurt, but we got a lot on the board. Card for Focus 3. This card has no effect. Endless Burden. Fine. $17 damage. I should work on getting some more defense in here eventually, I think. Alright, 12 defense on 17 is not bad. And from 49 health in one turn down to 15. That's not bad all at once. Scathing Storm. Play. Deal 6 times 2 damage and apply 1 stack of exposed. Apply Force Shield to the rune. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Unstable Glyph. Adjacent sigils deal 3 damage to all enemies. Kinda love that. I need more defense, but this is such a big shape. No runestones inscribed with this symbol remain, only rubble and dust. Ancient weapons leave lasting wounds. Right, we're going to get rid of the other bolt because we just don't play it. We got so many other things to play. Combat, then probably the heal ahead of the Titan. Attacking for 10. Hostile Eternal Ghost. Overlapping sigils temporarily gain 1 persist. Oh, God. I mean, it's going to put our focus up huge on everything else, though, right? So, oh, you're on play, not on turn start. Okay, this is unideal, but you know. You, I want to have more persist. That's fine. And that. Is there anything worth drawing here? Yeah, kind of a lot. But our health ain't in a good way. That's for sure. Focus 3. Meteor Storm. 10 damage. Do I think I can kill him this turn? It's a fantastic question. Your 24 is almost half of his damage. Plus 24 plus 18 is 34, 42. I need 15 more damage. And these are all turn start, not turn end. Alright, is there ever a world I can play this ward and the Starfall at the same time? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to fit. So, Starfall's the higher priority of the two. Yeah, I guess the problem with having a bunch of turn start stuff is that it doesn't come good until the next turn, right? That's unbelievably lucky. Adjacent sigils all deal 3 damage. But what is this shape? Fully blocked. Honestly, I forgot that that was how the blocking worked for a second there. Now watch him get wrecked. I don't even need to play that Meteor Storm. Discovery. Apply shield. Play 2 copies of Seek. Add 3 copies of Gravel. Activate the turn start effect of all non-hostile sigils in play. Yes. We were just talking about that concern. We obviously must take the health. Off to a fresh Astral Titan. 20 damage. Do we ever not play Paraceline? Rotate the moon clockwise. What? Is it the shield region? I guess. I mean, I'm never going to get to 20. I've got 4. Infuse a card with that, do that. Am I going to play this? They're going to buff. What is this? Moon Shatter. Dealing damage to this enemy removes that many stacks of Moon Shatter. When it has no stacks left, it will be stunned for a turn and destabilize the moon. Alright, I'm playing this. I'm also playing this. Immutable. This card can't have its shape or runes changed. Focus 5. Returning. This card returns to your hand when discarded and can be played X times. I don't need to rotate the moon, I think. We just have to muddle through this. What is... Okay, add focus. Start with that. Burden. This card has no effect. Oh, it's just in the way, huh? And you're hitting me for 10. Do you even have a defensive region? Is it the region directly in front of you? Is that my problem? Yeah, and I can't get my ward in those gaps. I can dissipate a non-hostile sigil. Alright, well. This is going to get worse before it gets better, isn't it? My brain can't give consideration to this shape at all. When does this adjacent sigil deals 3 damage to all enemies happen? I don't know. Select a card to infuse with focus 3. Oh, well, this is a bad time to do this, wasn't it? I need to do 10 damage. No, we got there, I think. This enemy is planning to do something to the moon. Alright, well, we avoided 10, so I'll take it. Oh, once I've put that other thing in place, the big squirrely looking one, I think after it's in place, it's then things that are played thereafter do more. Attacking for 5, I can handle. The fractures are a whole thing, aren't they? Deal 36 damage. Deal 20 damage to all enemies. If I moon shift, this comes back to my hand, right? I can ward there. Gravel here. We've actually filled out the board way more often than I was expecting to. When we were thinking about that shard of a fancy stone, begins with A, amethyst. Select a card to infuse with focus 3. Dealing damage to this enemy removes that many stacks. When it has no stacks left, it will be stunned. So 19 damage this turn is the need. Starfall will do that, and then we can dissipate the star. No, we can't dissipate the Starfall because we can't fit dissipate on the board. I can do this. Then dissipate it. I could ward again. Or we could try and get the damage down. Well, I don't have the damage. Right, well, we're going to stun him for 12 now. Which is good because hopefully that gives us enough time to get then another turn in when he's plotting his next move. Annul. Take 8 damage if the signal has not been covered up. Oh god. Okay. Well, if we can activate turn starts, I don't think we're going to have a problem. No problem. Turn start. Deal 30 damage, persist 1. Transform a card into Vidi. Veni Vidi Vici. Play. Transform this card into Vidi. Play. Transform this card into Vici. Vici, deal 50 damage to all enemies and draw 3 cards. Culminate, deal 0 damage, increased by 5 for each sigil played this turn, excluding this one. God, I want Veni Vidi Vici to work, but it's slow. But we do draw quite a lot. I feel like we see most of what we play quite frequently. I'm going to try. All bolts gain 2 multi-strike. We don't have any bolts. We got rid of all of our bolts already. All shield runes apply 1 extra shield. Not bad. At the start of each combat, apply 8 shield to each enemy's region. Give me the rusted anvil. You have prevailed over the Dread Coil Titan, but your task is not yet done. Slay the last jailer. Free me, and we will rejoice together among the stillness. The Forgotten Ruins are the final resting place of the Lunatari. Do not meet the same fate, frail one. What's that? Crossroads. Choose a path to take. The safe path costs 1 astral gem. I don't have any astral gems, buddy. God, that would be nice, wouldn't it? 29 damage. Dealing damage to this enemy temporarily reduces its attack. Okay. Well then, Parasaline, probably not right now. $18. $15. 12. Alright, I'm glad I understand this card now. Shame to not get our big guy out, but it is what it is. 39! Excuse you, buddy. We can seek. Probably should. Play exhaust this card. Turn start. Add a copy. Activate turn start effects of stuff. Then, how do I get rid of you? Right click. Turn start, draw a card. Turn start, add a copy of gravel. Turn start, infuse focus. Focus, Meteor Storm. 14 damage to all enemies. Oh, it's turn start. Of course it is. 15 damage. Okay, well, next turn, he's going to be wrecked. Focus 3. Does none of this stuff do damage? Gravel does. Adjacent sigils deal 3 damage. Alright, he's hitting for nothing right now. If I remove this, there's nothing I can play anyway in any spot, so it doesn't matter. Could have just called it the Primordial. Focus 3. Meteor Storm. Focus 3. Meteor Storm. So I keep putting it on Meteor Storm and then being upset when I can't play it or I can't win because it takes time to do the damage. 26 is so much. I'm gonna dissipate this so I can play more stuff. 16 is not so bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not so bad. $61 more. Where is turn? Yeah, Coralim's verse. Let's prep for you. I should have thought about playing that one, honestly. Right. Get you out now. How much damage can we do? Is a fantastic question. Alright, well, they're not attacking us now, which is great. Or at least they're not damaging us. Not sure I've got enough stuff in my hand. Doesn't matter. Simply does not matter. Refresh. Apply 5 shield to this ruined area. Discard your hand, then draw that many cards. Interesting. Stony Vault. Hone. Draw a card. Infuse a card in your hand with focus 2. Let's take an Astral Dust. A long-lost jewel from the crown of creation rippling with power. Astral gem discovered. Is that because of the dust? No. I assume not. We'll find out. You sense a fleeting power of the moon's light tonight. It won't last long. Permanently give focus 2 to a card in your deck. The gravel would get the focus. Otherwise, 7 damage to enemies. Seems fine. Elite combat. Ugh. Rune Eater. I cannot defend for this much. I might as well just get this guy on the board, honestly, I think. Maybe Vinny was a bad idea, given how much stuff that we have that persists on the board. Might not have been the wisest call. 10 damage, no defense. This enemy has applied Rune Fade to certain cards in your deck. I don't know what that is. We'll find out in time, perhaps. We can get some defense in here, which will be delightful. Just waiting to see what this Rune Fade does. Not a Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. Clue. Focus 3. Twin Flare. 7 damage twice. We have Dissipate, so we can do This. Dissipate. Play ward again. Now we're fully blocking the attack. Stony Vault. Seek. Moderation. Gives us some breathing room for a moment. Not a lot, though. Alright. We have Coralim's Verse, which is huge. Turn start, deal 12 damage. Turn start, infuse stuff with focus. Turn start, deal damage. Get that out now. Turn start, draw cards. Oh, if I put the ward down, I can't play Coralim's Verse. I biffed it. I mean, I'm definitely playing the Verse, obviously. We get so many benefits from effectively taking a free turn. And once again, the number of times that we filled out the board, the Amethyst rune would be popping off. 44 damage. Are we going to do that just on our own here? Yes. Yes, we are. Meteor Storm. Torment. Play a card. Play, discard a card. Play, draw 2 cards with a shield. I think we take those. Another Astral Gem. Astral card pack, Forbidden card pack, Elite Combat, remove card. I need the heal, really. Don't I? The stars above move and flicker of their own accord. Random draw, rare. This one costs an Astral Gem, I assume. It did cost an Astral Gem. Amplimancy. Play a copy of Amplify. Add a copy of Amplify to your hand. Play, exhaust this card. Overlapping sigils, temporary gain burn, resonate 1. It's a ghost. Eternal. Burn. When the sigil is played, it becomes ash. The ash stays on the board for... Can't see the tooltip. Infuriate. Deal 20 damage and apply 1 stack of strength. Apply? To me or them? Apply 10 stacks of bleed. Enemy takes 1 damage per stack. At the start of his turn, loses 1 per turn. Play exhaust. Starts in hand. Fate's Wager. Draw a card and infuse it with Resonate 2. This sigil's play and ash cast effects happen X additional times. Sure. I don't know that we're really going to be able to fit that in, but it is what it is. Another Elite Combat. Okay, they're buffing themselves, which is huge for us, because we can do that. Bad hand otherwise, but hey. We get our good opening turn. They're growing. Is that 5 per turn they're growing by? Each time the enemy takes damage, it will give you a star scale. Rune, apply 5 shield to this rune's region on play. Something fade. Draw a card, infuse it with Resonate 2. These are awkward shapes, aren't they? Which I guess is part of their charm. Activate the turn start effect of all non-hostile things. This play and ash cast effects. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I just have to not die. Turn start, deal 12 damage. Turn start, deal 9 damage twice. Let's get this out now and then see if we can get some draw. That's a lot of stuff. Rune Fade. The next time this card is played, it will lose all of its runes for the rest of the encounter. Five, 10, 15. Focus. Apply 5 shield to runes region. On play, discard a card. On play, draw 2 cards. I don't really need it. Oh, I could have played Unstable Glyph and then played like so many things around it. Food for thought, I guess. Set a card in your hand to discard. Alright, let's see how that's going. Hopefully great. Right, turn start, dissipate, gravel. Did not draw my favorite thing. That's fine. I regret taking Veni Vidi Vici. I do. But hey, you live and you learn. 19 damage. We still have a lot of decent things. Well, I could do... Hold on, I could do this. Yeah, I guess that is a thing I can do. Five, 10, 15, 20. Okay, we defend against that happily enough. 62 damage left. Infuse 3. Twin Flame, obviously. 38, 21, 4, 0. Not a problem. Deal 11 damage to the enemy with the least remaining health. Triplicate Thorns. Shield Rune, deal 3 damage, times 3 damage. And apply 1 stack of exposed temporary. Disperse. Remove any sigil from the board, including hostile sigils. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take that, because then there's a chance that we can get Veni Vidi Vici to work through really fast. I'm gonna get a safe path. Stars above are flickering. Let's try random. Replimancy. Add a copy of Duplicate to your hand. Duplicate. Exhaust this card. Overlapping sigils. Temporarily gain Resonant 1. No, I can't think on that higher level right now, unfortunately. Remove a card. Sigil. Shield rune. Add a shield rune to one of your cards. What would I remove? It's a great question, honestly. Let's put a shield rune on something. I don't think I need these for anything else. So maybe we put like 2 shield runes on accumulate. Warning, effects will only occur when the sigil is first placed, not every turn. Ugh. You know me so well, game. How I want to manipulate things to my benefit. Alright, put 1 on Torment then. I guess. Nice and compact. Getting out of here with 61 is not bad. You just have to get out of here. Star Gorger Titan. The enemy is planning to do something to the moon. Banish. Hostile ghost. End turn. Take 0 damage. Increase by 2 for each tile in this sigil's shape. 48 damage total. Okay. Now, we're starting with this. Always. And that saves us, like, some health, I guess. What are you doing to my moon? Did you make it bigger? Did you just give me a whole set of tiles around the outside edge? 19 damage. Give you a card, give you a card. Okay. What's this? Death Spiral. On board, whenever you play a sigil, spawn 2 copies of Endless Burden on the board. Why can't I remove this hostile sigil? Hostile, maybe because it's eternal? Perhaps. This sigil, special, this sigil can't be removed from the board. Okay. This card has no effect. This is going to be real bad for us, right? We will see how this goes, I suppose. Tenacity. Remove 4 copies of Endless Burden from the board. Play. Infuse this card with a shape that is 2 tiles larger. Interesting. Oh, I should definitely get this on the board, shouldn't I? Excuse me, you're a sigil. This did not go how I hoped it would. Select a card to discard. mean, this is just better, right? Are we going to end up completely soft-locked here? Is that the real risk of this encounter? Focus 3. Thank God for gravel, man. They are planning to buff themselves. We haven't even seen Vidi yet, right? If I do this and right-click, it stays, which is interesting. I mean, I'm just going to play it there because I really want to start playing stuff around it. Select a sigil to remove from your board. Okay. Select a card in your hand to discard. No idea how this is going to end up. Maybe you're supposed to just play a few very select cards. I don't know. $33. You are not the things I need. No more tenacity here. They are buffing themselves. We could get anything out of Fate's Wager. I mean, that's pretty good. Is it worth playing right now, though? Deal 9 damage 2 times. Deal 9 damage 6 times effectively, I think. Oh, they removed my ability to play Dissipate. I'm mad about it. $13 damage twice? Excuse me? Oh, I really should have put that off to one side. In my head it was going to disappear, and now I can't play Vidi, which is just so dumb. It's really dumb. We're going to die because of that mistake, I think. There's no undo button. No. I mean, maybe we weren't going to get through this pair of attacks anyway. But that's a bummer. Without a go, Mastery level 1, additional content unlocked. Okay, more cards. Mastery level 2. Sigil Rite unlocked. Aladara, the Shard Keeper. Well, that was great fun. Don't know about you guys. Let me know down in below if you want to see more of this. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.